Lastly, before we go to Ben Dixon, here is Donald Trump. Basically, in Minnesota last night at a rally, and you're familiar with this Coliseum, is that right?
Yeah, Target Center. It's where the Timberwolves play.
And you had a comment to say about how many is that seat?
Probably like 20,000.
And
you'll notice in these clips we play, they don't ever pan up above into the upper deck. And there's another clip floating around Twitter, maybe we'll play it later, that shows that there wasn't people up there.
I mean, he's not getting the number of people at the rallies as he used to. That's quite clear. Now, maybe his show's just worn off, whatever. But it's an indication that maybe Trump is not as formidable as he once was. But these folks really apparently have a problem with refugees.
For many years, leaders in Washington brought large numbers of refugees to your state from Somalia without considering the impact on schools and communities and taxpayers. I promise you that as president, I would give local communities a greater say in refugee policy and put in place enhanced vetting and responsible immigration controls. And I've done that. Since coming into office, I have reduced refugee resettlement by 85%. And as you know, maybe especially in Minnesota, I kept another promise. I issued an executive action making clear that no refugees will be resettled in any city or any state without the express written consent of that city or that state. So speak to your mayor.
Yeah, he sounds a little tired, a little strained, his voice. Meanwhile,
there's also some odd, it could mean absolutely nothing, but some odd physicality there. I'll just leave it at that.
A little bit. Meanwhile, on Twitter, somebody writes that no refugees will be placed in any city or state without the explicit consent of your governor or mayor, so ask your mayor about that. And Jacob Fry, the mayor of Minneapolis, wrote on Twitter, consent given. Immigrants and refugees are welcome in Minneapolis. Good for him. There it is. Donald Trump is speaking to a narrow band of people. I'm not going to say all white people. That's just a coincidence. That's all we can see in the frame. Although they really do plan. They really do, pick and choose who's going to stand behind him at these events, as they do with all politicians. And so there it is. This is what he's going to be running on. And apparently, the treasonous folks who are using this newfangled device called impeachment. We got to take a quick break.